It's like, it like tastes like home, this dish. This is Acquapazza right here. So today we're cooking fish in Acquapazza, which is pretty much like cooking fish in crazy water. Our water, our broth, is gonna be made with fresh cherry tomatoes, shallots, basil, olives. We're gonna add some potatoes to this, and I have fresh orata, which is a white fish. I mean, if you can't find orata, sometimes they call it dorada. You can use Branzino or cod, flounder, even tilapia. It works with this. This dish works great year round, summer, winter, spring. I mean, in the winter, it's like kind of gives like a soup vibe. In the summer, it just works. So this method of cooking fish, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna probably try experimenting with a lot of different fishes. So to put this together, the longest part is cooking the potatoes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean these potatoes up, we're gonna get them cooking, and then we'll prep everything else. So we're gonna clean these potatoes. I know it's quicker to use a knife, but you lose like half a potato if you don't use a peeler. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just use a knife, but these are organic potatoes, so we don't want to lose too much of them. And yeah, so we're just gonna clean these up. These are gold potatoes, or yellow. All right, so let's clean off this board. So we're gonna give these kind of like a rough chop. We don't want them too small because we don't want them to like fall apart. We want them to like kind of, we want the potatoes to hold their shape. We want to actually have a potato in it as opposed to like having a mush. So we're gonna cut these. So this is a medium-sized potato. I'm gonna cut this one in 4. This one, 4. Should be about this size. So now we're gonna throw these in a pot. All right, so now we're gonna bring these to a boil. We're gonna let them cook, and we're gonna prep everything else. All right, so while the potatoes are cooking, let's get everything else going. We got our shallot. Shallots are nice because they kind of, I feel like they elevate this dish a little bit. If you don't have shallots, you could use an onion, just a regular onion. We're gonna cube the shallot in little pieces. Look at these beautiful cherry tomatoes. When you buy them, you want to get them on the vine, not off the vine, because if they're on the vine, they're fresh. Now we gotta take them off the vine. So we're gonna take them off the vine. Now we're gonna slice them in half. Perfect. Now we have our olives. We have like a country mix of olives, green, calmata, galleta. We're gonna chop these up. Just a rough chop. If some of them wind up whole, it's fine. These are pitted. All right. And we're also gonna add in some capers. These are nice, they're like salty, give a little kick. Just a few. Just kind of throw them in there. All right, so the potatoes are boiling. So now we're gonna bring this, we're gonna start sauteing this in olive oil so that we can get the potatoes in there, the fish in there, and get this dish together. All right, stir these up. All right, so let's get some olive oil in this pan. Oil's nice and hot. Let's add all this in. Look at this beautiful colors here. I'm gonna hit it with a little salt and some pepper. All right, we got a few more minutes for the potatoes. This smells great. We got our fish, fresh fish, basil. So this looks good. The tomatoes are starting to fall apart. The potatoes are ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the potatoes in there. And now we're gonna add in some of this starchy potato water. All right, so this is actually the crazy water. This is Acquapazza right here. So now it's ready for the fish. The potatoes are still not cooked. They need a few more minutes. Just in time for the fish. Get that in there. We're gonna kind of nestle it in. Let's fix this a little bit. Fish with a little salt, pepper, and some fresh basil. Look at that. I like basil. Get some stems in there. Don't be scared. All right, so now we're gonna turn down the heat. We're gonna cover this, and when the fish turns white, it's ready. All right, so the fish turned white. The potatoes still holding up. Fish, perfect. Smells amazing. Oh, everybody likes to eat with their eyes, so let's make this dish look pretty. Got a little piece of basil, a little olive right there, boom. Looks good. Looks great. I mean, look at the potatoes. They're like perfectly cooked. They still held up. Soft. Picked up all the flavor, the onions, the tomatoes, olives, basil. The potatoes picked up a ton of flavor. It's like, it like tastes like home, this dish. And the fish, I mean, the fish obviously is gonna taste great. A little juice. Look at that, perfect. I can't even pick it up, it's so perfect. You gotta make this. It's so good. It's delicious. It's healthy. It's great. Look, I'll go first. Look. It's like cooked perfect. Big spoon. So good. If you try it, let me know how you like it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.